Hi, hello, my dear students. This is your Prasanna Harikrishna sir, Assistant Professor of Botany, SRR Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar. So today we are going to see the third day of photosynthetic process. Okay, in this particular session we will see the different kinds of pigments. What is that? Pigments. So pigments, those are involved in photosynthetic process. Clear? So what is meant by pigment? Actually, what are pigments? So pigments are the chemical substances which give color. Okay, so simply you can remember pigments are the color giving substances. Clear? So pigments are the chemical substances which provide or give color to some part or something. Clear? So these photosynthetic pigments are categorized into three different heads. Right, there are three different kinds of pigments are available in the plant kingdom. One is chlorophylls. Right, so chlorophylls, and the second one is carotenoids, and finally we have phycobilins. So phycobilins, or you can say phycobilisomes. Clear? So these three are the different kinds of photosynthetic pigments. Clear? So further, these chlorophylls are classified into 9 segments. Okay, one is chlorophyll A, B, C, D and E, and chlorophyll 650, chlorophyll 660, and recently chlorophyll 770 is discovered. Okay, then bacterial chlorophyll A, that is A, bacterial chlorophyll B. So these are the types of chlorophylls. So if you count them, these are the 5 and these are also 5. So basically chlorophylls are categorized into 9 types. Recently one more chlorophyll, that is chlorophyll 770, discovered. So 9 plus 1 is equals to 10. Now the total number of chlorophyll pigments are 10 in the plant world. Okay, then come to carotenoids. So carotenoids, generally remember chlorophylls. So whenever the term fill comes, it indicates what? Leaf. Fill indicates what? Leaf. Then chloro indicates green color. So chloro means green and fill means leaf. Hence these are the pigments which give green color to the plant pot. Okay, the best example for chlorophylls are leaves. Then carotenoids. So carotenoids are the pigments which give red or orange colors to the plant pots. Okay, so these are categorized into 2 different types. One is carotenes and the second one is xanthophylls. So xanthophylls and carotenes. Remember carotenoids, if you count these 2 types in the carotenoid list, red, orange or brown color. Sometimes they provide or they give brown color, okay, or yellow color. So yellow. Okay, then the first is carotenes. Carotenes give red and orange color to the plant pot, whereas xanthophylls yellow and brown color. Okay, so this is about basic information related to carotenoid. We will discuss in detail each and every aspect will be discussed in detail in the further classes. Just I want to give you the nutshell or brief schematic representation of pigments. Clear? Then come to phycobilins. So phyco, whenever you hear the term phyco, it indicates what? Algal members. So algal members are present in the water, they live in the water. Okay, so phyco indicates algal members, hence phycology. So phycology deals with the study of algae, Then phycobilins are categorized into 3 basic aspects. One is phycocyanin, phycocyanin, the second one is phycoerythrin, and the third one is allophycocyanin. Okay, so allophycocyanin, phycoerythrin and phycocyanin, these three are the pigments which are included in phycobilins category. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about chlorophylls. So first for the first time we'll see the structure, how the structure of chlorophylls look like. Just have a look. Chlorophylls, right? So these chlorophylls are green color pigments. They are basically green color pigments. Clear? So these they are dissolved, they are not dissolved in water. Okay, they are insoluble in water. Instead they are soluble in organic solutions. So organic solutions like ether, chloroform, etc. Okay, they are dissolved or they are soluble in organic solvents like ether, chloroform, etc., but they are not soluble in water. Clear? And this particular chlorophyll molecular structure was first proposed by Willstatter and Stahl. So Willstatter and Stahl, these two scientists proposed or designed the chlorophyll structure first, and the structure of chlorophyll looks like tennis racket. So if you see the tennis rackets, it looks like this. This is what tennis rocket structure. So this structure was proposed by whom? Willstatter and Stahl. So chlorophylls are synthesized in the laboratory, that is artificial chlorophylls were synthesized by Robert Woodward was synthesized chlorophylls in the laboratories, means he synthesized chlorophylls in an artificial manner. Then the chlorophylls are categorized into 9 types. All the chlorophylls are categorized into 9. Recently one chlorophyll is included in this list, hence the total number is 10. This categorization was done by Allen and Ornaff. So Allen and Ornaff categorized chlorophylls into 9 types plus 1 now, that is 10 in number. Then come to the structural category. Structure, for example, if you see the structure, right? So this is tennis racket. In the this entire structure of chlorophyll is divided into 2 parts. One is what? Head, and the second one is tail. This is what? Head. So this is tail. Okay, so in head you can find the magnesium ion in the middle of the head region. Then so this entire head region is composed with porphyrin ring. What is that? So porphyrin ring, this entire portion of the head region is composed with porphyrin ring. So every porphyrin ring has 4 pyrrole rings. So every porphyrin, for example, it is a porphyrin ring, it contains 4 pyrrole rings. For example, this is what the structure. This is the structure of chlorophylls. So just have a look. This is the entire picture of chlorophylls. Clear? So this is about structure. So every, for example, this is what? 1 pyrrole ring. This is 1 pyrrole ring. This is another pyrrole ring. This is one more. This is one more. Okay. How many rings are there? Okay. So 4 rings are appeared in the structure of porphyrin or head region. So this is one ring, first ring, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth ring. Okay, so 4 rings, 4 pyrrole rings are there in the porphyrin structure. Remember, every pyrrole ring, for example, one pyrrole ring contains 1 nitrogen plus 4 carbons. Okay, so nitrogen atom is there. Every pyrrole ring contains 1 nitrogen. So here 1 carbon, second carbon, third carbon, and 4 carbon. 4 carbons and 1 nitrogen molecule is present in the pyrrole ring. The total number of pyrrole rings are 4. What about the total number of nitrogens are 4. Every pyrrole contains 1 single nitrogen, hence the total will be 4 nitrogens plus. What about the total carbons in the entire porphyrin ring or head region? So 1 pyrrole is equals to 4, 4 pyrroles is equals to 4 into 4, that is 16 carbons in number. Okay, so this is about the structure of pyrrole ring. Clear? Every pyrrole ring contains 1 nitrogen. So every nitrogen, all the 4 nitrogens are attached to the magnesium atom, which is located in the middle of the head region, or you can say porphyrin ring. Okay, then this is what? Tail. So tail is composed with C20H30. C20H30. 20 carbons are there and 30 hydrogens are there. It looks like this: carbon, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, like this. So how many carbons are there? 20 carbons, and hydrogen molecules are 30. Okay, so this tail is attached to the 4th pyrrole ring of head region. Okay, now, so this is what? 4th pyrrole ring. So this 4th pyrrole ring is attached to the tail. Okay, so this is about composition. So remember, this is what the length, this is what the width. Length of the head region, length of the head is 15 nm, 50 nanometers, and the width of the head is also same, that is 15 nanometers, and the length of the tail is also 15 nanometers. Okay, so 15 category. Okay, so length of the head is 15, width of the head is also 15, and the length of the tail is also 15 nanometers size. Clear? So see, this head shows hydrophilic in nature. Head hydrophilic property. So head shows hydrophilic property, means this head region loves water. Hydrophilic, nothing but loving water. Okay, then tail shows hydrophobic to water. So hydrophobic, nothing but it resists water molecule. Why it resists water? Because this entire tail region is composed with alcohol. Right? So since it is alcohol, it shows hydrophobic nature. But the head region loves water, hence it is hydrophilic in nature. Okay, so this is about the structural representation of chlorophylls. So this is today's session. In the next session, we will see the detailed information of all the chlorophyll types and carotenoids, then phycobilins. Okay, so these remaining segments will be discussed in the further session. So thank you, one and all.